Okay, so today is June 12th. It's been another week. Where am I this week? Well, I made the decision to go ahead and schedule the GRE, but I was able to get in very quickly. So I actually took the GRE finally this past Thursday, and I think it's mostly okay. I got unofficial scores back for the verbal and quantitative sections right away. My verbal score was 165 and quantitative was 167, but of course those were unofficial scores. And I don't know how I did on the writing section yet, so I'm still waiting to get my official scores, which will probably be the same, but you never know. And I looked up the maximum score. I think the maximum was 170, and I scored well enough to get into the program that I was hoping to, at least for the GRE, so I hope I can get in. It's one of the few standout things I feel like I have going for me right now, because a lot of my other education related stuff just, I don't know. But that was a long time ago, and this is recent. Anyway, I also have tutored some. I'm probably going to be out of town this coming week, so I won't be able to tutor, but I got a lot of tutoring done today, so that was good. And also this past week, I went in and got some work done on my resume. So I'm hoping I'll be able to have like some progress and make some like headway on actually finding work. And I have a lead on a job where I got a referral. That job is, well, I don't want to say which company it's with, but it would be as more of a field engineer, so it would involve a lot of travel, but I have no family, I have no kids right now. I don't even really have a relationship, so it's not like anyone's going to miss me very much if I'm not here. So I would actually be a really good fit for that job, and it would let me get my foot in the door with engineering. So that would be something. I'm kind of hoping it works out well. I supposedly have a book that has arrived that I should make it a point to look over so that I'm, prepared and all that. But I haven't seen or heard much from them, and that concerns me a little bit. But at any rate, I have, I have a little bit of a lead on work, so maybe that will work out. In my personal life, I've been playing a lot of Stellaris. I mean, it's a fun game, and I paid for it, so I ought to enjoy it. I've been trying to construct or perfect, maybe that's the right word, perfect a species that makes it a point to build megastructures. They're kind of like these giant planet-sized structures that you can set up in space. They're a major investment, major thing of work, but that seemed like something fun and interesting to try to do, to build, artificial planets and giant rings that go around stars in orbit. And what was another thing? The Dyson sphere, which is a hypothetical where you would enclose an entire star in structure so that you could collect all of the energy from the star instead of just the tiny amount that normally falls on your planet. Honestly, seems like a terrible idea to me because I'm familiar with like solar flares and coronal mass ejections, but hypothetically, if you could make it work, that would be a lot of power. Probably more than you could ever make use of, but it could be a good idea if you actually needed that much. So that's where I am. I'm still having a little bit of fun. This coming week, I'm supposed to take my mother on some kind of appointment tomorrow, and then I'm heading back to do more job-related work hunt stuff. I don't expect to tutor any more this week, but I want to make sure I stay on the ball and stay productive. And I have been working on a shelf for my cardboard shelf. I figured out how I want it to be arranged, and I wrote up a bill of materials. So I'm gonna build a small prototype, and if that works out, I'm gonna try to build or get started on the larger version. But let's get the prototype first and see how that behaves.